Commander Vrak's three eyes blinked rapidly as he stared at his attentive audience. The classroom of young Nelvian cadets fell silent, their blue-tinged skin reflecting the dim light of the memorial hall. His carapace, cracked and scarred from decades of warfare, creaked as he settled into his seat. "You want to know about humans?" Vrak asked, his voice translator clicking with each syllable. "Let me tell you what the official records won't." The cadets leaned forward, recording devices at the ready. This was unprecedented. A high commander willing to share personal battle accounts from the Great Expansion conflict. "I commanded the 7th Fleet during the Battle of Proxima Centauri," Vrak continued. "We had technological superiority, numerical advantage, and centuries of tactical experience. None of it mattered." Vrak projected a hologram showing the human fleet, primitive by Nelvian standards, but arranged in a formation that made several cadets gasp. "Humans don't fight like any species we've encountered. When we expected retreat, they advanced. When we expected surrender, they detonated their own ships to damage ours. But it wasn't their tactics that terrified us, it was their enthusiasm." One cadet raised a tendril. "Commander, our historical texts say humans are physically inferior to 90% of spacefaring species." Vrak's laugh was dry and hollow. "Physical attributes mean nothing. We outmass them by hundreds of kilograms. We can survive in vacuum for 30 minutes. Our ships were faster, stronger, better armed. But have you ever seen a human running toward certain death?" The classroom fell silent. "I have," Vrak said. "Captain Tom of the Earth vessel Dauntless. His ship was crippled, life support failing. Instead of accepting our offer of honorable surrender, he accelerated his burning vessel directly into our flagship's command center." Vrak's middle eye closed, a gesture of respect among Nelvians. "Before impact, we intercepted a transmission." From his bridge, he was laughing, cadets. Their communications officer was singing what we later identified as an ancient battle hymn. The rest of the crew was chanting, "Remember Mars," over and over. One of the braver cadets spoke up. "But Commander, we never attacked their Mars colony." "Correct. We destroyed an uninhabited research outpost on their 4th planet. No casualties. In response, they declared total war and mobilized their entire species." Vrak shuddered. "Their ability to unify is unparalleled. Before humans, no species had ever dedicated more than 12% of its economy to warfare. Humans diverted 60% within 2 lunar cycles." The historical display shifted to show the Battle of Arcturus, where the vast Nelvian armada surrounded a small contingent of human vessels. "Admiral Blake commanded just 16 ships here," Vrak continued. "We had 207. They should have run. Instead, they divided into smaller groups and attacked simultaneously from multiple vectors. They called it the Wolfpack approach. We lost 73 ships before they retreated." A cadet's tendril shot up. "But Commander, if their ships were inferior, how?" "Because ships don't fight wars, cadets, people do." Vrak projected a new image showing human ground forces. "These soldiers were defending their colony on Tau Ceti E. We outnumbered them 20-1. Their ammunition was depleted after the first day. They fought for 17 more with improvised weapons." The image zoomed in on a human soldier wielding what appeared to be a sharpened piece of metal. "This human killed 3 of our elite guards with that piece of hull plating before falling. Their medic, a female called Reed, converted medical supplies into incendiary devices. Their communications specialist, Wilson, reprogrammed mining equipment to tunnel under our positions." Vrak paused, his breathing labored as the memories flooded back. "But the most terrifying thing about humans isn't their resourcefulness or their ferocity. It's their capacity for both violence and mercy. The same humans who fought with such savagery treated our wounded when they eventually overtook our position." The final image showed the peace conference that ended the 15-year conflict. "We had superior technology, biology, and numbers. Why did we lose?" Vrak asked rhetorically. "Because while we were fighting a war, they were fighting for survival, even though they were never truly threatened with extinction. Humans operate as if every battle is their last, yet they can sustain this intensity indefinitely." Vrak stood, his exoskeleton whining with the effort. "The High Council doesn't want you to understand humans. They want you to study their tactics, their weapons, their physiology. But those aren't what make humans dangerous. What makes them dangerous is invisible. He tapped his chest plate. It's something we can't quantify. They call it heart, or will, or spirit. Our languages have no equivalent. When a human says they will do something impossible, they believe it. And somehow, that belief makes the impossible achievable. Frack shut down the hologram display. That is why we signed the Arcturus Treaty. That is why we maintain the neutral zone. Not because we couldn't win more battles, but because the cost would be too great. Remember this, cadets. In the vast spectrum of sentient species, humans occupy a unique position. They are not the strongest, fastest, or most advanced, but they are, without question, the most dangerous when cornered. As the classroom lights brightened, signaling the end of the session, a small cadet at the back asked one final question. "Commander, would you ever fight humans again?" Frack's three eyes blinked in perfect synchronization, a rare gesture of absolute certainty. "No, young one. I have seen what happens to those who push humans too far. The galaxy is safer with them as allies. Study their history. They fight each other with the same ferocity they fought us. Yet they always rebuild, always unite against external threats. The Nelvian Empire has ruled for 10,000 years because we know which battles to fight." He looked out the viewport at the distant blue-green world that humans called Earth, and which ones to avoid at all costs.